Yeah, welcome back to the Parrot Side podcast with myself, Skillz. Six is not in the building today, but we got man like Rolz.
Yeah, it's good to be back.
I'm the baddest guy in this whole life. Come on.
Hey, what's up, bro?
Yeah, you know what it is. Parrot Side pod. You know, we're just out here, we chilling. All three of us, or all four of us, went to Greenwood, and I know what we call it the Parrot Side. Well, let's get to chill. You know what it is, like within the Parrot Side. And today we've got some good stuff. But we'll start with our Greenwood section. We're talking common entrance time. Someone went primary 5, primary 6. Actually, I just remember the bad people actually skipped primary 6. Like that was the thing for some reason.
I never did primary 6. I didn't even do primary 5.
Wait. What?
Yeah, I never did primary
5 and 6. You went from 4 straight to secondary school?
Yeah.
Nigga, how?
Yeah, that was wild.
That's actually cool. Wait, how?
Hey, I mean, when you're born with it, you're born with it, innit, you know?
Born with what?
Yes. I didn't go with what?
Wait,
Yeah, you're like
Okay,
8.
so, actually, I was 9. So basically, my brothers used to live in KD. So they came from KD, or for people I don't know, that's Kaduna. They came from Kaduna to Lagos. And then when they came, they like got them a lesson teacher because the standard wasn't up to it. They tried to enter Greenwood. They tried the Greenwood entrance exam. Both of them failed it, so they went to Corona instead. So they brought them lesson teacher to like help with just refining their skills and whatnot. And then what happened was the lesson teacher at the end of, let's say, like 6-7 months, he like gingered my dad into writing entrance exam to Bells in Ogun State. It's like, is it Obasanjo school? I think it's Obasanjo school.
Yeah, I think that was
it is.
Yeah, so he gingered my dad to agree to write entrance exam just as like a test to see how far they've gotten. You see how they phrase this bullshit, right? So me, being like, just, I might as well just try it out and see. The kicker here is I did not even pass the entrance exam. Like I failed it. Yeah, I failed the entrance exam. But
And
after
how
like
did
the
you get
results came
in?
up, Nigeria, bro. It's Nigeria, man. So like the lesson teacher again, he like spoke to my dad once more and then convinced him somehow to let us go to secondary school. At the time, my mom had traveled. I think she was in the UK or something, so she was not around. So my dad literally like paid school fees and organized everything. My mom just came back and they told her like, "Yo, like your child's going to secondary school."
This guy genuinely just skipped 2 whole years.
Yeah, I skipped primary 6 and secondary school. And my dad never even saw the school. The first time he came to the school, he took us out immediately. Like immediately. But yeah, that's a different story for a different time. But yeah, I never did primary 5 or 6.
That's wild, man. I bet I did like 3 entrance exams. I did obviously which is the school I went to, then Loyola, and then White Dove. Rolz was there for the White Dove one. The Loyola one was
You failed, didn't you?
hard. Guys, see, no, I didn't even check my day. You know how Rolz was like the sharpest guy in primary school. So Rolz also wrote Loyola. So Rolz then said he checked his results, he failed. So me, I didn't check mine because if Rolz failed, I'm like, what are we doing?
Guys, for all you know, you could have passed, man. Like,
Nigga, I didn't pass. Even Rolz didn't pass again.
I mean, this is even the Bells one that I did. My brother that I said came from KD and his academic skills were substandard at the time. He passed the entrance exam and I failed it. So you never know.
That's fine. I guess you never know, man.
Yeah,
Bugana Loyola
I
one
can
was
check.
hard.
Check
What?
now.
Me?
Never too late to check now.
Hey, you
Nigga,
can't
I ain't
check.
checking nothing. Bro.
You can't even check.
I don't even
Hey,
think
bro,
you
this
can.
is
Right?
Nigeria. Man. You can't check. After how many years?
Then in the White Dove one, Rolz was there, and it was just an entrance exam. This nigga was already causing trouble. This nigga going to fight.
No. Wait. I must defend myself here.
Let's get it.
Guy, that day was funny. Like, so we are the common entrance now. So we wrote 3 papers. I think it was maths, English, and what's the last
Science
one?
or
I think
some shit like that.
quantitative reasoning or something.
Mhm.
So like, I think sorry, maybe like current affairs, something along that line, sha.
Mm.
Right.
So like I Okay, we were on break. I think we had finished all the papers, so we were on break, and we're all in one class now. Me, Skillz, some other green guys. Adekunle was there. So
Okay, coach.
we're just playing now. So Adekunle now threw paper on my head now. He was now laughing.
Okay. Uh-huh.
So like,
Typical fashion.
but that's the funny thing. Like Adekunle wasn't even the one that like I had. It was just this random boy. Like I still don't understand. Like each time I play back that memory in my head, I still don't understand why. The guy just came and pushed me. I don't know why. He just came and pushed. I don't know. Maybe Adekunle did something and then he like pretended that it was me. I'm not sure because I still can't understand. The guy now came. He now pushed me. I pushed him back now. So that's how we started racks. Well, as a bad guy that I was, I just carried this guy. I threw him on like 2 tables. The guy landed on the ground. He now started crying. So I think one of the teachers now came. Now called us to the staff room. They now told us to kneel down.
I remember. I think they called me as witness or some shit. But you know what the funniest part is they still gave this nigga admission.
Like, why would they give me admission? Guys, see, I was the best in that common entrance. When the result came out, I was the best.
You know?
I saw it now.
Did you see everybody
They showed us, yes, they showed us the results.
Okay.
I was
No,
the
Rolz
best.
it was a bad guy from back then. Forget. I think I was smart.
Yeah, it was 198-100 clean streak.
This
Like,
nigga
this
said, nah, boy.
He still remembers it as well.
I swear.
Yeah, I still remember it now, guy. That was a legendary day. I beat someone's ass and I still came first. Yeah, that's a win for me now. That's a big win now. We take those.
We say that's a dub still.
Oh my god.
Let me just say this while we mention secondary schools. Out of all our schools, I'm gonna just be honest, mine was the best. And I'm just saying. Like,
You said this nonsense before, please.
How
How
did
did he get
in the first? He said
nigga, you went to roadside schools, bro.
How did? But wait. See, my school, the secondary school I went to, is the biggest school in the whole country, land-wise.
Huh?
So I don't understand.
Wait, what was the name of your school? Word for word, bar for bar. What's the name of the school?
DCA College.
Nigga, no. That's
Nigga, you went to Abyssinia, like.
Abyssinia is a
Don't mind this school guy. The guy thinks because they used to give them.
Don't even say nobody. Let's say nobody. Outside of Lagos, Abyssinia is
the whole
not.
of Nigeria I know Abyssinia. This nigga. Okay, wait.
Yeah,
I'm gonna get on your ass. Rolz went to Premier. Premier is
Abyssinia.
Guy, Abyssinia is a bad man's school. Are you happy? Literally,
Abyssinia is not
nobody knows Avicenna.
it's not about popularity, guy.
School.
Google the school
What are
and
you
see
talking
what the
about?
building even looks like. You'll be like, wow, what's going on here?
So my school had.
I can say the same for my secondary.
You can't say
school.
the same for a secondary school, Rolz. If I Google Premier
why?
Academy to show me Forest,
Yeah, Google it now.
that's
Google
what. So Google Abyssinia.
it.
What did your school
What's this guy on about?
Wait, what
Come on,
did your
now.
school have?
Abuja, see, Abuja, my school was
Yes.
academics. My school was top 3. Athletics, my school was number 1. Guy,
Which
we're good.
Badminton.
No, Premier is a good school though. Premier is a good school.
Premier is not. No, Premier is okay. See, any school you have to wash your seniors' clothes, my nigga. I'm sorry. It's
Oh, I
not.
forgot. You went to one of these posh schools. I mean, that
It's not.
there was no
It's
music
just
or
a bad man school, like.
That's
So
wait,
my-
what's
So your school is a bad
so
man
special
school
about
because you don't used to watch seniors boxers.
Why will I wash somebody else's clothes? How does that even make sense, nigga?
No,
one
no,
of
no,
my-
no. I want to get
Yeah,
the
yeah,
logic.
Rolz.
So
Rolz, this is
bad man
different.
schools equates no boxers washing. Is
No,
that-
no, it's not necessarily equates to. Wait, hold up. Let me land. Because I know what Kamal might say. But hold on, let me land. Nigga, you're saying Premier was a good school. It's not just about the outside. It's also about the inside. If I go to class and I'm getting bullied before I walk from class to the dining hall, my nigga, that's not a good school. I know some niggas that went to Nigerian Turkish in Abuja, and these niggas were doing short puts. That's the first I've ever heard of that. Do you know what that is? Short
I know
puts.
what that is, bro.
Rose,
Of course I
wait,
know
so
that.
you know what that is? But what? That's case and point, right? If you know
Wait,
what it is,
Skillz was your school a day school or a boarding school?
It was both. I was there until year 9, and then in year 10 I entered.
That's
boarding.
why this guy is
Wait,
talking too much.
Why
Because
would-
you're a day
why would-
student.
No, I was
would
in
it-
boarding for the last 2 years, guy.
For the
And we
last
didn't-
2 years,
And we didn't shot
when
put.
you're pretty much immune.
We did not shot put because we had toilets.
Hey, that's what I'm saying. But why would they do that in Turkish? That's why I don't understand. Because they have toilets too now. Like,
No, talking. No, wait. Come on. Did you do that?
no, now what the fuck would I do that?
No, but Rolz did. That's why school was rubbish.
What are you on about?
Why did that happen?
Nah, we never did that in my school. I don't know what this guy is on about.
Okay, wait. Okay.
Fucking story. I'm sorry, it's cap. Like this guy is just capping.
No,
Just-
I'm
just
dead.
saying.
No. I actually know somebody that went to Nigeria Turkish. Okay, even if they not shot put, even if they didn't, the nigga definitely got bullied and got beat and watched his seniors boxers.
Bro,
That's what I'm saying.
bullying in Nigeria is that's not like if you
No,
want to
okay.
measure how good the school is in Nigeria you're using bullying. Like okay, every school.
No,
almost
bullying
every
is
school-
not the only measure. Come on. Okay, let me ask you.
Yeah,
a bunch
what
of
are the
basic
other
questions.
measures now?
Let me ask you a bunch of basic questions. You went to good schools now. You went to good schools. I've just Googled Premier Academy. Show me Forest. But wait, hold on. Let me ask a bunch of basic questions now. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Come on, you're in boarding house now, abi?
Yeah,
Okay. Did you wash your own school uniform?
yeah.
Okay, so that's not a bad man school. Question number
You mean
2.
it's not a sports
Wait,
school
let me
where
wait
it's-
now.
it's
I
Wait,
just
Well,
googled Avicenna, and the first thing is not even your bloody school, guy.
That's not
I
you know
can't-
Avicenna
I can't
is named
spell
after
fuck-
something. Google Avicenna International School, you waste man.
How do you spell that? You have to tell us how to spell your goddamn name, bro.
AVI.
AVI.
Yeah, it's not
Yeah.
even the first
Avicenna.
Avicenna that comes up, man.
Guy, you are a liar.
Yeah, the
Okay.
first one that comes up is in Hungary. What are
Nigga, you are an
about?
actual liar. Google Avicenna International
I'll
School.
snap this thing and
Lagos.
send it to the group chat.
Don't snap
The first
anything.
Avicenna International.
School.
That's there.
Lagos.
I've
Google
never
it.
Yeah,
finished typing international. It's giving me hungry.
Google Avicenna
Yes.
International School, Lagos.
Yeah, your school logo is even trash. Say, what's this?
Logo is terrible. Like it's actually
Nigga, they say
honestly,
that
that's the best
Premier
thing to say.
Academy, yo. I know he ain't just say that.
Your logo is terrible. But anyhow,
Yeah, your logo is horrible.
Wait,
What's
the one
this?
with the book in the middle. How's that terrible?
Yeah, that's
logo is-
horrible. Now, what's this? What kind of basic logo is
Okay,
this?
but if you go to
That's
see
zero
photos,
creativity.
oh my days.
Yeah, I see the ugly building itself.
You want what? Look at the
Looks
outside.
like all
You
these.
know, if you go
It
see
looks like
photos
Kamal,
on
it looks
number
like
two,
all these government headquarters in Abuja.
I know you didn't just say that when you came from Premier. It's no way you just say, nigga, your building looks like General Hospital. What you on about, blood?
Yeah, that's cap. That's
You
cap.
mean that's crap? Y'all niggas ain't even got grass.
You ain't even got crap. Yeah, you kind of school guy, I mean.
Yo.
this Skillz. I don't know why the guy is so hype about this school. I don't know what's
No,
special
yeah,
about
Avicenna was a bad man. Avicenna is the best school in Nigeria. See, nigga, if
Ah,
you're washing your senior's clothes and you didn't go to a good school, I'm sorry, guy. It's just
Bro,
Okay, wait. So
bro.
Avicenna is the best school in Nigeria. Is that what you're saying?
yes,
Best
secondary
secondary
That's
school
what
in Nigeria.
facts.
Let's check it online. Let's check it. We have to fact check this.
Guy, wait,
Nah.
Jesus. I'm going through Premier Academy's
Academy.
pictures. Did you have bunk bed? Hey, whoa. In fact,
Hey, Skillz, what were your rooms like?
it was everybody has their own corner. You have your own bed, your own wardrobe, your own desk, your own chair.
I have just googled the
How
best,
many in a room?
the list of best schools in Nigeria, secondary
Wait,
schools in Nigeria.
Wait,
And
Rose,
let me-
relax.
let me
Rose,
list the top
relax now. Wait, Rose, relax. Come on. It was 8 per
Yeah.
room, 4 per side. Everybody had their own corner. We had 2 ACs in the room. You get what I'm saying? Everybody was comfortable. You get me?
I feel like because you had like a, I don't call it posh because posh makes it sound like it's not good just because it's posh. But it is.
Yeah,
it
but
is
there
posh.
was value for money.
Like because you had a posh school. That doesn't mean it's better than schools that are not as posh.
No,
You get
but
me?
it
Like we
was
didn't have
still.
ACs in our room.
And
But
how
no,
many
no,
ACs?
no, 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 no. We didn't have ACs in our rooms. We had fans, but there's different measures to like
Wow.
how good a
that-
school
wow.
is beyond.
Guys, see,
Beyond
come
how
on,
you're
wait.
living
Let
inside,
me just
get me, like-
let's-
No,
let's
Rose,
get
the
to
list
this
you're about
list.
to read.
ACs
is
are
very
washing and ironing,
Let's
not
get
like
to
the
this list.
measure of a school. There's more
It
to
is,
than
but
that.
it is part of the measurement, though.
It's part of it, yes, but
You
it's
guys
not
talking
the
about AC.
it's not the main
Yeah,
thing.
relax,
At the end of the day,
Come on, no, look
Yeah,
at Google
let's
Premier
get to
Academy and
this
look at this
list
bunk
now.
bed. The thing is even
Let's
rusted.
get to this list.
Okay, go off.
Rose, well, go on.
According to Edu School,
To who?
and they use 3 edu school. They use 3 criteria for ranking the schools. They use student performance in national and international exams in the last 1 year. They use quality of alumni in the last year. And they use school leadership in terms of experience and skills of the school management and board. So I'll call out the top 5. Okay. Number 1 is Lifefort. Number 2 is Corona.
It's rigged.
Relax. Number 3 is Chrisland. Number 4 is Children International School. Number 5 is Rainbow College. And guess who's number 6?
Premier
Academy.
Guy, it was already rigged from number 1. You said Lifefort.
No, but Premier is actually a good school, though. That's the thing. Premier is actually a good school.
Premier is not a good school. Rolz told us earlier on the board how they beat him for jollof rice.
But that's what I'm trying to tell you. There's more to it than that.
But there
I've
is
looked
not.
through the 25 top schools, and I do not see the mention of any ABC.
Hey! And this series is 14th on this list, by the way. Just saying.
Guys,
yeah, and this is there. So
it's
like,
Grinch there.
Come on, I mean, it's no sir, like.
Wait, it's
Grinch. No, Grinch isn't there. Grinch isn't there.
See, that's how I know the list is rigged. If Lifefort is number 1, guy, what
criteria are you actually using?
Chrisland?
You're using bunk babe to judge as criteria.
Nigga, look at your rusted bunk bed. Y'all niggas can't even sleep properly. Listen, Chrisland, nigga, I've been to Chrisland. There's multiple Chrisland. I've been to Chrisland, the demo. God, we even like that niggas. Guy,
yeah, when he said Chrisland too, I was like, I don't know about that, bro. Like,
yeah, Chrisland, the demo. I've been there
this
now.
Your list. I don't agree with this your list.
The list is subjective. There are so many schools in Lagos. There are so many.
Yola is not even on that list.
This school is not about it's not about Lagos only.
See, Rolz.
And I read out the criteria they use to judge the schools now.
I understand, but there are so many schools. Who knows what kind of things they've looked into? Get Rolz. Let me land first. Let me land. In Avicenna, yeah, we regularly competed in basketball tournaments and we won routinely. So we are the best basketball team in Lagos, for fact. We have the best facilities. So niggas even come to compete on our court. We ain't even playing. Then I know we just want to use your court. You get what I'm saying? So the boarding house, like I said, we wake up in the morning, we just put our shirts inside buckets. We come back, it's washed and they've put in our wardrobe already. You get what I'm saying? Shower and toilet, it was 2-1. So I basically had my own shower. And this nigga is getting beats for jollof rice, and you're telling me that friend I was in.
Bro, you had a posh school like that.
I really don't understand. Nah, I don't understand how.
Before I went to Adesina, I went to ACIC in Abuja Capital International College. Yeah, and it's similar to what you're saying. Like there was 2 to a room. They had AC. We had burgers for lunch. You know, all this pork. Basic anything. Iron, wash. They did it for you. Like you didn't really do much. Like you had PS4s in your rooms. You get me? Like it was a posh, like a proper posh school. But like, if I compare the level of what I was learning there compared to what I ended up doing, like it's not the same. And wait, I'm not that alone. Not that alone. The type of children that come out from posh schools in terms of how they relate to other people and their personalities and work ethic and whatnot, it's not on the same level as the children that I'm not saying not suffered, but like had to do things for themselves a bit more. I mean, it's suffering. No. But it's given that when you have to hustle for yourself and do things yourself, you learn at a quicker and higher rate than someone that was given all these things. You get me? So when you end up getting older and you go to university, some of these people struggle initially because they never had to do shit by themselves. And that doesn't mean you can't recover or rebound later in life. But I'm saying there's more ways to educating your child beyond just giving them everything and then saying, oh, this is the best school because I gave you all what you needed and you didn't need to do anything by yourself. Because that's basically what I'm getting from you, the fact that you didn't have to do
exactly. Like you're not giving us any relevant points.
Okay, now
you're just telling us that your school was teaching you how to be spoiled brats.
It's not about how to be spoiled brats. It was value for money. You can't go to a school and be beaten for rice.
Wait, how much were you paying?
I can't remember. Let me land.
You can't remember.
Was I the one that paid the money myself? My nigga.
Oh, so you don't know your school fees. What kind of ignorant statement is that?
Wait, let me finish.
These sports, because it's not paid. It's like, it doesn't matter, innit? Like,
No, I don't know. I mean, if I'd asked, they wouldn't have told me because it's like, yo, the nigga, just go to school.
Yeah, I
My
don't,
job
I
was
don't
just-
even believe that. I
my
don't
job
even
was just
believe
no.
that.
If
There's
I
no way
ask
you don't
now,
know how much
wait,
you're
now,
paying as
can
your
you
school
let
fees.
me?
you're not
Let me
here to
land.
know, bro. That's what it is.
If
You're
I
not
ask
here to know.
now, they will yam me. But back then, it was like, yo, just go to school. But let me finish. Hold on. Now, like I said, niggas wasn't getting beaten for rice. But since Kamala just brought up a good point, though. Okay, so I'm talking about, how people come out and then, the value of academia and all that stuff. I've seen I was specialized in British education. You get me? So we only did IGCSE, which is probably for the best anyways, because let's be honest, WAEC is a waste man exam. Because if you're...
No. You know to do NYSC. Don't you need WAC?
See, that's you see, man.
No,
you see,
no,
man,
not
you're still
necessarily.
bringing you're
Not
bringing up
necessarily.
very, very irrelevant points.
Can you?
So you're
You've not
saying
let
that
me land. You've not let me
because
land.
wait, Skillz, I want to ask you a question. Is it every secondary school student that has the desire to school abroad? Obviously not.
No,
So
I think
but that's not the
mad.
point. You don't have to school. If Ibukun go to your school, Ibukun went to my school.
Hey, it doesn't mean. In
No, it
my
does
school,
mean.
we did
I've not
WAEC.
finished.
In my school, we did WAEC. In my school, we did IGCSE.
Yeah.
In my school, we did
Exactly, we
SAT.
did that too.
In my school, we did NECO. So I don't
Okay,
get.
but can you let me land though?
We didn't do
So-
that, but we did JAM, WAC, we did IGCSEs. Like, I don't get why you guys
Okay,
only
but
did
can you let me
IGCSEs.
land?
I don't
Okay,
even
we
know why
only
he's even bringing out
Finish.
this.
Allow him land. Maybe it's
Only
going
did
somewhere.
IGCSE, and I can guarantee you, if you compare your school's IGs to my school's IGs, my nigga, it's levels. My nigga, is just levels, blood. WAEC is a waste man exam.
Yeah,
If you can cram and pass, you've not learnt anything. IGCSE, you cannot cram. Rolz, in your own school, Ibukun went to your school, she only wrote IGs. You know what I mean? So you don't have to write WAEC to prove any points in life. That's what I'm saying. And like, you don't.
Bro, I wrote IGCSEs without studying a single hour in my life.
I don't know why
That
he's
is not
making it
lie.
seem like
That's a lie.
IGCSE is
Come on,
one
that's a lie.
difficult.
No. I'm
difficult exam.
even like,
Come on,
IGCSE
you
school.
didn't study, you wrote IGs.
yeah,
What
IGCSEs
was
in
your
our
IG
school were not.
result? List your IG results.
Yeah, no, I'm getting. I only wrote. How many exams did I write? I write more than. I wrote like 3 or 4. It wasn't that many. How many IGCSEs did you write? I know I did English, I did literature, I did economics. Yeah, I didn't do 8. I did only 3 or 4. That's what I'm saying. We didn't study for IGCSEs. Like, IGCSEs wasn't a thing we took seriously in our school. It was mostly WAEC, because obviously it's in Nigeria.
List your results. List.
I don't remember. I don't even know if I know my results, because I never
And you
needed
didn't
them for
pass.
anything.
Listen.
No.
Flying
I
colors.
did pass. I looked at it after we got it, but after that I never had to look at it again because I didn't need it for anything. Well,
Okay, so-
but like I passed my IGCSEs and I
What
did.
was your
I got a-
results?
I remember for a fact I got a B in English, and I never studied for that shit.
Which
Like, I never
B?
studied.
Wait, no. There's English as a first language and English as a second language. Which one? If you're talking second language,
Bro, I'm pretty sure I can find this result if I needed to. There's English, and I'll send a picture to the group chat. Don't worry. And next episode, you'll confirm that I sent a picture to this group chat.
Rose, did you write IGs?
Nah, I didn't write it.
Okay, of course you did. Come on, listen.
Of course I couldn't.
And by the way, WAEC is harder than IGCSEs. Just saying.
No. No, it's
I
not.
don't-
Let's not do that.
You didn't write it, but you know.
No, I do know.
Ah, you didn't
I
write
do know.
WAEC.
Oh, you do
Because
know.
I know people
So us that
personally
are
that
saying,
have written
us that are saying that IGCSE is easier. Oh, we don't know what
Or
we're
Rose, you
saying.
didn't write IGCSE.
And you didn't write WAEC now. So how do
No,
you know?
but
it?
I understand
How
how Nigerian curriculum works because I wrote exams. I've written exams in my day.
you talking as if the British
Exams,
curriculum?
you're right.
some-
Just say you went to a
rocket
school that had
science.
British curriculum. Like, I don't understand.
Wait, listen. In IGCSE, yeah, you cannot cram. If you do past questions, it's not going to help you. You have to grasp the concept.
Wait. I don't understand. What makes you think that is every Nigerian university that they cram? So you
No,
think
in
there are,
WAEC,
not,
you
there
can
are
cram
people
and
that are
pass.
not
I
naturally?
promise you, in WAEC, you can cram and pass.
Hey, now you can cram and pass. Does that mean everybody crams and pass? Are you telling me there are people that are not
Mostly.
intelligent to answer the questions and apply?
Most of them, no.
Where are your statistics? Where are your
Where
facts?
your stats on IGs being easy, fam?
Hey,
Nah.
what are you on about? This guy he's just coming and saying
This
that.
was easy.
Yeah,
Let's
if
make
you
it
go
clean.
average, yeah, the highest, everybody that gets high scores, 8 stars, like 9 8 stars with IGCSE, they're all from Avicenna because that's what we do. You can't be.
That's
man.
all you do. That's all
exactly.
you do, bro.
So what good?
And
That's what you
no,
do. It's
no,
not,
no, no, no,
and it's
no.
not so impressive.
It's a lot
to be honest.
easier. It's a lot
Because you
easier
have
to do well.
You have people exactly. It's
it's
a lot easier to do well because you are just doing one single exam.
No, but
See,
what
schools are
specialized
doing
in
right.
it?
Schools are doing
No. But
schools
think
are
about the
doing
premise.
IGCSE. Schools are doing SAT, and they are still performing
No,
extremely
but think
well
about I did
in
SAT
every
too, but not in
single thing.
Avicenna. Yeah, okay, but if you can carry even the I mean, not to put anybody down, the students that were not, I mean, they were not up to par at some point, but you're kind of everybody to great IGCSE results because that's what we do. So if you're not up to par, we'll now come myself, right WAEC, right NECO, or whatever, right jump, right? Why are we doing that? Like, listen, man.
To be fair, the best way to measure this would actually be if you knew alumni from all the 3 different schools and you see where they actually ended up in life. Because I can tell you for a fact.
That's not a good measure. Nigeria is tough for everybody.
The alumni from my school do very well. Like, I'm not even joking. Like,
same.
They go very far. So that'll be very interesting if we actually get like, because I think that's the only way to proper know like how well these schools measure up to each other. But we'll never actually get that. So yeah, let's move on from this shit, man. We'll just keep on arguing.
Let's move on. I've seen that is best, but let's move on. Okay, next, we're chatting current affairs. Kamal's been tweeting some stuff recently. Kamal, tell us more.
Well, which one are we starting with first?
Deborah.
Alright,
cool. That's cool. Now, I'm actually still pressed. This Rolz guy, it's cool.
Yeah, it's pressed that Avicenna is not top 25 according to the list.
No, the list is trash. Avicenna is the best school in Nigeria.
I've checked our list, and Avicenna still is not even top 25 here.
Listen, the way you're moving,
I keep going down.
The way you're moving,
down, and
the way you're moving,
I don't see any A.
That's all. On that Chris Rock and Will Smith P. And I know obviously, a lot of people chatted bare on the internet. I would have hit him back. Blah, blah, blah. Let's be honest, if it was me, I probably would have been in shock. But me, I'm a pussy. I don't care. I'm a pussy. After the show, I'm getting like 5 niggas with me. We jumping you. You getting jumped. You can't disrespect me, man.
That whole thing, like, honestly, when I woke up and I saw that shit, I was like, what? Like, when like you just don't believe something actually happened. I woke up the next morning, getting ready for work, and I opened Twitter and I saw, Will Smith slapped Chris Rock at the Oscars. I'm like, wait, what? Wait, who did that? Like, so, okay, my thoughts, honestly, the thing is, I get to a degree why Will Smith felt the way he felt, because I think the Oscars, maybe not Oscars, a different award show that Chris Rock hosted, he made a joke about Jada saying she didn't want to come to it might have been the Oscars, maybe. I think it was the Oscars. I think Jada said she wasn't going to go to the Oscars that year.
Yeah.
And Chris Rock was like, well, Jada Smith saying she doesn't want to come to the Oscars.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, it's like me saying I don't want to get into Rihanna's panties, I wasn't invited. So I think like when he now made that joke again after the alopecia thing, the G.I. Jane, whatever, for some reason Will Smith was laughing initially.
Yeah, he was laughing.
And then he boldfaced, all of a sudden walked to the stage. And I feel like maybe Will Smith in that moment just remembered, okay, this guy's been making jokes for a while about me and my wife. And then they just needed to deliver a message. And he did what he did. Whilst obviously, I think most of us will agree, like, okay, you should not slap someone on the Oscar stage. You should not, maybe someone will say you should not slap someone, period. But like, that definitely wasn't the place to do it. But I also think there's credence in saying that not every joke, just because it's a joke, means I can't react to it or be upset because it's a joke.
Yeah, there are boundaries.
There's some jokes that some people, whether you agree or not, can be offended. Even though,
to be fair though, come on, that one was pretty light. It was pretty light though.
Yeah, because alopecia is not life-threatening, is it? Like,
it's not. It was a pretty light joke. I'll be honest. That was light.
Yeah. So, but that's why I started off with the previous incident. So I think it's a build-up rather than like an isolated thing. So yeah.
Rolz, what you said?
Yeah. Well, I think that, like, first of all, I think Will Smith shouldn't have slapped him. I feel like there's always a moderate way of addressing certain things. Like, he could have as well just walked up to him and like oh, took the mic and like, bro, I really don't like the jokes about my wife and all of that. Just keep it calm
So that's
in a
a
respectful manner.
What do you mean? Take the mic and say stop
Yeah,
making
then
jokes?
that's
Yeah,
the case.
no,
You can just do
it's
it
just
backstage.
you just
Like,
say,
nah,
oh,
yeah, nah.
or they could have, or
I
no,
definitely
no,
did.
it would be good if he had addressed it like publicly, because it will show a kind of assertion that like, look, I don't like these kinds of jokes, and I'm doing this here in public so that any other person too that's watching this can know that it's not nice for you to be making these kinds of jokes about my wife. So to an extent, you would have given people an idea that, oh, okay, this is a no-go area
But trust the
because this
internet,
person
they'll
doesn't.
even do double.
Yeah, agreed. I know. Well, I don't think you should have slapped him, Sha. And like, even if he didn't want to like approach like you said, Skillz, you could have just gone like maybe backstage and just be like, oh, bro, and I don't like those kinds of jokes and all, because it's disrespectful to my wife, and she has on several occasions expressed how she doesn't like people mocking these conditions and all of that. So but to go out there on live TV and slap him, I felt that was a bit too much.
Yeah, Skillz about to tell us why it was okay.
Why was okay? The slap?
Yeah.
Nah, listen, like it wasn't okay. It wasn't okay. Like, obviously, my respect for Will Smith went down after that, man. Like, you cannot be moving like that, man. You can't be moving like that. Like, it's one of them ones where, like, see, I'm one of those people that even if you push me, Sha, like, I hate public like altercations. Like, we can always settle it outside. Yeah, like
the guy doesn't want to get his ass beaten.
Yo, the whole world be watching. Right? Like, if I'm gonna fight, I better win. And so, like, let's just not fight. Like, but like I said, I don't
Will
feel like
also a street guy though. He's a street guy.
Who?
Will Smith.
Yeah, no, that's the thing. Chris Rock, like, you know, like, that's what, like, if in the grand scheme of things, Chris Rock basically played it off well, Sha. For me, like I said, I'm a pussy. I'm gonna fight. I'm getting 5 niggas. We jumping you, nigga. You're leaving that venue in an ambulance.
I saw Chris Rock make a joke about it recently as well.
He said something about the softest nigga in rap or something. Is that the same joke?
No. Like, so it was like, I don't know where he was. It was at an event or somewhere, and someone tried to like do something, and he shot me a slap joke reference. I just don't remember what it was, but I saw it on Twitter like maybe like 2 weeks ago at this point.
But hey, I mean, shout out Chris Rock. Shout out Will Smith, I guess, only because I've seen the new version of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, and it's not bad.
Oh,
I mean,
wait. Actually, before we move on from this, right? The aftermath of the Will Smith incident was very interesting to me because we saw a lot of like cancel Will Smith, no violence at the Oscars. How can we allow someone win an award for best? But like, I also want to address the fact that Louis C.K., right, who admitted to, do I call it sexual assault?
Yeah.
Let's call it. Okay, let's just call it. Let me just say what he did. So he used to masturbate in front of women.
I heard about this one. Yeah, that's
he
wild.
admitted to it, right?
That's crazy.
And he won an Oscar that same day for best like either comedy show or something like that, stand up, something like that. And like no one spoke about that shit. Like everyone was only talking about Will Smith slapping someone. So I'm just like interested to know like when did male on male violence, like, oh, I slapped someone on stage, supersede sexual assaults?
Is it a male on male thing or is it more skin color thing?
It's well, there's that, but there's also the fact that I think violence against, I don't want to sound like all these people, but like violence against women, right? In general, isn't taken. I know how people perceive shit like this, but like it's true. In this instance, it's true. Violence against women isn't taken as seriously sometimes as it needs to be. So that's why someone like Louis C.K. can admit to sexual assault and win an Oscar. It's why Kodak Black can admit to sexual assault repeatedly and be on the newest Kendrick album. And not only Kendrick, is on Future's album as well that just came out. Like, it's why this shit can keep happening and no one gives a fuck, But when Will Smith slaps someone on stage, all of a sudden everyone is up in arms that he needs to be stripped of his award, and he was suspended. I think it was even banned, right, or whatever, from the award show for like 10 years or something. So I just found that interesting anyway.
Yeah, I feel it. Yeah, man, that's that's just the world we live in today, man. Shit be going crazy. There seems to be no balance, but that's how we
We're
move.
about to
Man.
get
That's
into another topic on violence
yeah,
against
that's
women.
right. So yeah, let's round up the thing with the Deborah thing. Now, for those listening, I'm not saying it nonchalantly. Like I actually don't know the story. I just know her name was
Yeah.
Deborah. It's what Kamal said. So Kamal, you tweet in, let us know. Let's round up the thing with this.
Yeah, so Skillz hasn't heard this story, so this is I gotta get his reaction first because he doesn't know what happened. So basically, on 12th of May, 2022, Deborah
said press briefing.
Yeah, because I said I already wrote about this shit. So
Cool.
you know, I just wrote it yesterday, so I still remember a lot of this. So Deborah was a student at Shewisha, and she basically put out a voice note in the WhatsApp group chat for
students where?
for the course in Sokoto, in Nigeria, Sokoto, northern Nigeria. Yeah. So like in the voice notes, she was talking about how people were sending religious messages to the group chats, and she was like, "Nah,
okay, go on.
This chat is only for if you have a test, you have an exam, school stuff like all this." Prophet Muhammad this, Prophet Muhammad that, like, and then she insulted the Prophet Muhammad basically, right after that, and. The reaction to that was her fellow students dragged her out from her dorm room, beat her up, stoned her, and then set her on fire. So, Skillz.
Ooh. Okay.
That is what I guess since then. Okay, just some further information. Since then, the Sultan of Sokoto has condemned the actions of the students and like told or urged authorities to like capture the students that did that. The students actually videoed it, by the way. Like, this is video.
Wow.
Like, the guy that set her on fire, like he came on video with the matches he used and was like, "I'm the one that did it. I'm the one that set her on fire. Like it's me, whatever." So these people are not like hidden. Like these are public. You can find them. Like, their faces. So like I said, the Sultan has condemned it. Like, yeah, they're not hiding. Like, I think most, if not all, most politicians have condemned like what happened at the university. But the reaction on Twitter has been crazy. There's been protests since then. But like, let me just get your initial reaction to the story.
Okay, before I say my thoughts initially, let me first clarify a few points. She was in school. She was schooling in Sokoto. Is she herself? She's not Muslim or anything.
She's not Muslim.
Okay, but all her classmates were, and they kept posting on the group chat religious Muslim stuff, and then she just went off on the religion. I guess
it's like, how you guys have like daily. No, you should even go off on the religion. How you guys have daily affirmations, right? Like you guys.
Yeah. Okay, so that's what they were posting.
That's the kind of thing, yeah. Like
and she was like, "Nah, this is for school only." And okay, I got you.
And then she insulted Prophet Muhammad, which in Islam, blasphemy in Islam is.
Oh yeah.
So that's kind of how people took it.
All right, so here's. Wow, that's a big one, man. Wow. Holy shit. Wait, by the way, just to clarify, last thing, she's now dead, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, here's the thing, right? No matter how, I'm not trying to point any fingers or anything, but no matter how, because it can be a whole bigger conversation, but no matter how comfortable she was, you have to understand the climate you're in. You have to understand the climate you're in. If they are posting all those things on the chat, obviously it's because that's their belief and that's their whatever, If you want to ask nicely, okay, can you please, let's calm down on this. This is a school thing. I mean, that's one thing, but it's then go off and then now insult the Prophet Muhammad. Now you've done too much. We have to move like, and just accept the way things are as opposed to the way we want them to be. So say another quick example would be how they are doing all these Black Lives Matter protests. So I'm like, okay, because they're protesting, that means we're moving towards a better era. Therefore, I can now walk out as a black person with a gun on my waist. Well, that's stupid because I'm going to get shot. You know what I mean? So don't move like, oh, okay, no, it doesn't really matter. No, that's just her perspective. So for her to go off on the Prophet Muhammad, you can't Nah, you have to show respect to other people's religions. Now, that's the one part of it. On the other hand of it, dragging out, stoning out, burning out to that's a lot, man. That's a lot. I would say she made a mistake for sure, but the price she paid was definitely too much. That's that. I don't think she deserves.
I think I can speak freely without without anyone thinking anything. So, like, what they did made no fucking sense. Like, okay, yes, blasphemy in Islam has its consequences, but like this procedure and process that needs to be followed, even when
like that. That's when like, that happens. Come on. Yeah.
You can't take law into your own hands and just think you can take someone out and burn her to death because she made a remark against the Prophet Muhammad, which again, like we said, she should not have done. Yes, whatever. But like after that, like the actions of the fellow students just did not make sense, and I'm happy like it was actually
before that. Like that's just extreme.
Nah, it doesn't even seem like there was. Like it seemed like, you know what it is? When people feel like they're devout Muslims or Christians or whatever, and they want to uphold the name of a religion by all means, so they take scripture and be like, okay, if I do this, I'm serving my religion right. But the problem is a lot of these people don't understand scripture the way they are meant to, or not even that. I can't even give them that excuse because this is quite clear. Like,
well, you know the thing though, I'm not trying to give them an excuse. Let me quickly put in there. You know the thing about most scriptures is very, on most religions, is very, very subjective. That's just the thing. You know what I mean? Like you can read it and take it one way, I'll read it and take it the other way. You know what I mean?
I'm going to give them that excuse, like interpretation, but like that's what this does not even apply here. Like in this case, like it's very straightforward. You cannot jungle justice is not allowed. Like in any situation in this, wherever a decision needs to be made on execution or anything, the only person that can pass that judgment is the leader of the community or a lawmaker or like a king, like someone with authority. And it's even for like things like adultery, for example, which is a sin and there's punishment for that. If like you catch or you claim to catch someone committing adultery, you need to produce 4 witnesses, and even after you produce 4 witnesses, only the leader or we accept this testimony, and then this person will be subjected. So if for things like adultery, you have to follow that process, and they know this thing. That's why I say I can't give them that excuse, because they know these things, but for some reason they just chose to do it, and then they went ahead and killed her anyway just because they felt like they were doing it justice. They've just killed someone because their religion does not allow what they just did. So now they're murderers in the face of the law, they're murderers in the face of God. So what did they actually achieve? Like, anyway, Rolz, we haven't heard your own thoughts on this one, Shah.
Man, first of all I have to say is religious extremism is very dangerous. It's very, very dangerous. And like, you see, sometimes like you just look at these things and you just wonder, like, there are so many people that have like this underlying evil within them. And guy, it's quite crazy, man. It's quite crazy. Because like on Twitter now, you see people disrespect Christianity in general, I know. But like, we don't see a mob of Christians just gathering around and like, find this guy, who set him ablaze. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense at all. Like, I'm like, I don't know. And religion.
Well, actually, to be fair, though, I have seen Christian extremism too, to be honest. Well, I've heard stories too, sure.
Yeah, definitely those things do exist. Yeah. But like, I feel like every religion, one great constant in all religions is love, and our actions on a daily basis must reflect that love. Because if we are practicing that religion and then we're not able to show love towards others, and what love means is being able to extend grace, being able to extend mercy to other people, even when they have wronged or offended you. Because if I'm sure, come on, I'm sure you've read a couple of Bible stories. Skillz, YouTube, yeah, Christian, you probably read a couple of Bible stories.
Uh-huh.
If like for every sin that we committed were to be lynched or attacked or set ablaze, then we might as well not have anybody in this planet again, because at the end of the day, we're all sinners. Even the ones that we know, the ones that we're unconscious of, we've all committed sins one way or another. And which is why grace and mercy are two very important things. I know. Because like if there's no grace, if there's no mercy, then we are pretty much all dead as well. Like we are pretty much all dead. So like I just feel like it's crazy, man. Like, okay, somebody has done this. I know. This person is not in your religion, so they might probably not be aware. Like, there are some things that, like, if I tell you, come
Yeah,
on.
that's also true too.
Yeah, there are some things that if I tell you about Christianity, you might probably not have known about it until I told you.
True.
I know. So at the same time, like, it's the same way, like, if someone is doing something that is probably upsetting you or against your religion, there's nothing wrong that stops you from educating that person and telling that, oh, you're not expected to do this. This is how we do certain things. I know. And another thing, I'll definitely agree with Skillz on the matter of being respectful in passing a message across. Because if I was a Christian now and I was posting stuff on the group chat, it's very simple for somebody else to just say, oh, please, can we just keep this strictly to like academic stuff? This is a group chat. Like I have there's a group chat in my school that I'm on, and like you see people posting business stuff and all of that, and you see people say, kindly please stop posting this kind of stuff. This group is for school purposes only and not business.
Yeah,
it's simple and short. But if I was doing that and someone now said, this guy, what's your problem? Why are you always posting this? Your foolish God. Like, I don't think that's
all of that thing.
Yeah. But not me saying this is not defending their actions.
Yeah.
But at the same time, as human beings, in passing any message across, we must also be respectful as well. We must respect different people's opinions. We must respect different people's religions as well. We can't just go about like saying anything because we feel like doing so. That's my take on the whole
Skillz.
Yeah, no, I mean, what I said earlier, that's still my take. You know what I mean? Like, which pretty much what Rolz said is, yeah, you know, like, obviously, you know, me saying she made a mistake is not to defend their actions, but extremism is definitely, that's not the way, man. That's not the way. But I will say, though, I want us to, I mean, still on our Google Docs, we're definitely going to do that religion one at some point. Like, we're definitely going to delve into, so for sure.
All right, see, wait, the thing is, like, I have a lot to say on this shit, right? So just bear with me for 1 second.
Go on.
Multiple seconds. You know, the problem here is, what they did here is, whilst a lot of Twitter people try to promote this as an anti-Islamic propaganda or whatever it is, what they did, just to be clear, is not representative of what Islam stands for, so just to put that out there. But that aside, right, what they did is the microcosm of a bigger issue in Nigerian society, which is that jungle justice for a long time has been allowed and tolerated.
And still
people and still continued. So even before this happened, just 2 weeks ago in Calabar, 3 people got set ablaze just the same way she did. All of them for armed robbery. All of them on the same day, but in different places. This is the funny, in different places. So 2 people got lynched in one part of Calabar, another person got lynched in a different part of Calabar, all on the same day for armed robbery. Jungle justice for the longest time has been happening. Even close to where I live, I've seen a mob put someone, like I've literally seen this shit. So like, this isn't new. Like this is something that's been happening for a long time, and it's allowed to happen because we live in a society where people aren't held accountable for shit like this. In Sokoto, people broke into a police headquarters in Sokoto and kidnapped 13 people who are allegedly bandits. Kidnapped them, again, lynched them. These are people, they broke into the police headquarters and they, again, lynched them not long ago. So these are things that keep on happening. Like, and until we like change the way we do things in this country and hold not only criminals that you can find on the streets every day, but even our leaders that do the exact same shit, just in a different way. Until we hold them to account, shit like this will keep on happening. That's one. The second thing is this whole Christian versus Muslim thing, like that, keeps on happening every single time. Why? I don't understand why we don't recognize human beings to be human beings and recognize that human beings don't always do what they're told, because we see this shit every fucking day. There's the book, the Quran. The Quran says what it says. The Hadith says what it says. The Bible says what it says. Human beings do not follow what these books say. I've said for a long time that Nigerians, we claim to be a religious country, but I'm sorry, I've lived in the UK, right? And if I compare, like, just on a moral level, forget religion for a minute, like, on a moral level, the way people behave towards each other and act towards each other, tolerate each other, etc. Racism aside, which again happens, but is not as like, it's not an everyday thing. Mm-hmm. I feel like a Nigerian would cheat you before a British person would cheat you, just from my own experience. Yeah, like a Nigerian.
That's facts. That's facts.
So it's kind of weird to me that we claim to be a religious country, but like we do not act in a religious way. So why people would be surprised that someone can do something so bizarre that you're like, oh, why would someone ever do this? And you say, oh, it's because it's Muslim. It makes no sense to me.
That makes
no
sense.
We as Nigerians, this is how we live. We've lived this way for the longest time. We don't do what we're told. We don't do what we're meant to do. And at the same time, when a Muslim does something good, we don't now say, okay, all Muslims are good because this one Muslim does something good. So why do we do the opposite? Like, okay, when a Muslim does something bad, all of a sudden, like, if we're gonna keep it consistent, then we need to keep it consistent, because one cannot work, and when the other, you're doing something else completely for it. So I just don't get this shit. Like, I don't get why people are so quick to just jump to conclusions.
That's one of the unique things about Nigeria, especially, the whole, because it's almost an even split, 50-50-ish between like Christians and Muslims. But that's the rift I've been noticing, like, from day one. It's like, whenever something bad happens, like, oh, okay, well, Muslims this and that. But like, no, dude, like, you can't just think like that.
You know what thing? There's a rift. It's almost 50-50, but like the concentration isn't equal, because a lot of Muslims are concentrated in the north. If you leave the north, you have Kwara. Kwara is still north central, so they're still basically north. If you leave the north and Kwara, then almost any other place, the concentration of Muslims is not high. But you have Christians are definitely more spread out across the country than Muslims are. And what that means is they understand each other a lot more than Muslims understand Christians. So because Muslims aren't in majority Christian states, a lot of I've had Christians, honestly, when I went to uni, there were Christians asking me the most basic questions about Islam that I was like, oh wow, like, and these are Nigerian Christians. I lived in Lagos, and they just didn't know anything. And I just realized that, okay, there's not a lot of Muslims in these states, so they don't really understand Islam.
That's probably because that's actually, there's always a lack of education as far as like Christians knowing a lot about, or even anything about Islam, as opposed to the other way around. Because like Rolz said earlier too, like there's some things if you don't tell them, they won't know.
And the thing is, like, you see the same thing with black people, white people in majority white countries. Like, yes, there's black people in countries like fucking Sweden and whatnot, but like the spread in Western society of white people compared to black people it's not close. So there's a lot more white people in a lot of these countries, so they get to mix with each other, and then a lot of black people are concentrated in majority black states, and then spread across the other countries in limited numbers. So white people don't really get to relate to black people as much. They don't really understand them. And then there's a status quo they're also trying to keep, which is, white people on top, or whatever you want to, however you want to phrase it. So when anything challenges that status quo, they get a bit defensive. And when you don't understand something, it's easy to just jump to a conclusion on the first thing you see. Okay, if I've never seen something before, and the first thing I see is a majorly violent person, I'm like, okay, this person is just really violent, because I don't know anything about him. But they don't take the time to like try to learn more about that person, or even try to see if there's more to that person, or if we're talking in a wider sense now, other groups there's more to other people in that same group than just this one person I've seen. So what I think happens is when things like this happen, because a lot of Christians in Nigeria already have the mentality that Muslims are violent, terrorists, extremists. When they see things like this, it's a chance for them to like reinforce
jump in and then exactly, like, oh yeah, well, we already knew, or kind of
But the thing is, there's a wider, like I said, there's a wider cause of what happened beyond religion, and which is the fact that Nigeria is a failed country right now, and a lot of these attitudes and behaviors are allowed to happen, and it's tolerated, or even I'll even say accepted. And because it's accepted, people have grown with this belief. Like I said, the ones in Calabar are not Muslims. The ones you see every day that lynch people are not Muslim. They're just Nigerian. And these people that did this shit, they're Muslim, yes, but they're Nigerian. And the common denominator here is not the religion, it's the fucking ethnic nationality. So if we can just accept that as Nigerians, we have a failed educational structure. We have a failed structure when it comes to religious tolerance. We have a failed structure when it comes to cultural harmony. If we can accept that, and if we can address that, then shit like this will stop happening. But if we just keep on promoting anti-Islamic propaganda or anti-Christian propaganda every single time an incident happens and the person happens to be Muslim or Christian, the same way when a shooter is black, it's anti-black propaganda, then we're just going to keep winning the same bloody cycle and nothing is ever going to change.
Damn. Come on, spitting, you know. Come on, spitting.
I had a lot to say.
Come on, I had a lot to say.
Come on is right. Come on is right.
No, but it's
the fact that like a lot of stuff go unchecked. That's why people go about like acting in certain ways and then hiding under the guise of religion and all of that.
Yeah.
Because Nigeria is not the only country that has an Islam part of it. There are so many countries in the world where they practice Islam. I know, and you don't see them publicly bringing people out to lynch them and all of that because they blasphemed or something like that. So the fact that like a lot of these things are left unchecked, that's why people go about and do these things and they feel or they believe that they can always get away with it.
Yeah. Did you see the white guy that shut up the grocery store?
Guy, that video was... Guy, I could not believe
it. Why could you not believe it? I could definitely believe it.
Guy, no, like... The fact that he streamed it, like... Guy, this was COD level.
180-page document, bro. And you had nigga across the iron sights on the gun as well. Bro, this world is crazy, man. And the thing is, like, I'm sure this guy. I'm curious to see the coverage of him. The way it's gonna be painted. Most school shooters are white at this stage. I think most people can agree to that. Like most school shooters are white, but white people will never be painted as terrorists. You know, when bombings happen, always Muslims are extremists. Like I said, man, it's a flaw of human beings that we just judge people by the worst actions that we see. You know, we don't ever consider the other things that happened or whatever contributed to whatever happened. It's just, okay, I can do 100 good things for you, but once I do that one bad thing, that's who I am. That's who I am. That's a true reflection of who I am. Everything I did before was fake, you know. It's human nature, man. That's just who we are. So
Nigerians now saying, hey, you're showing these true colors. Like, no, though.
Yeah. Like, no, I made a mistake, bro. Like, I make mistakes.
I'm a human being too. Like,
yeah. I always hate when people do that shit. Like, can't I make a mistake? I can make a mistake. Like, I can make a mistake, you know? Like, just because I made a mistake doesn't mean I never cared about you or everything I did was fake. Like, it's just a mistake. So, yeah. I don't know if you guys have anything else to add to this. This episode been long as hell.
Yeah. So the episode don't run too long. Rolz, any more final thoughts or you're chilling?
We chilling, man. There's so much happening in the world now, man. We just have to keep safe and keep our heads up.
All right, well, you know what it is. We got more good stuff coming your way. Shouts out the boys. Thanks for tuning in to the Parrot Side pod. You know what it is. Don't send us no fucking feedback, bro. We chilling. Catch you guys in the next one, man. Peace.
Yeah, thank you guys for listening.
Rolz, greet them now so we can.
We'll see you guys later.
So that shit getting cut out, fam. You ain't worthy,
It's
bro.
fuck.